Hello. So, the topic today is something we all talk about. From the time we're 5 years old to, till we're 40. What is our dream job? In this world, we have to make a living, we have to have money to pay bills and keep us alive, put food on the table. And most of us end up in a job that's not necessarily what we want to be doing. We're just kind of in the job and we just do it to be able to pay the rent or pay the mortgage and pay the car off, all that. But it's not necessarily what we want to be doing. And obviously, you have your realistic dream jobs, and then you have your non realistic dream jobs. So, you know what? I'm going to think big here. I'm going to dream big here. And I'm going to discuss my dream jobs that that are just not going to happen. Like, I'm going to think above and beyond. I'm not going to get into my actual that could really happen dream jobs so much because that's not really exciting. So I'm really going to get into the dream jobs. Like, if I could ask a genie to give me a job, what would I pick? And these are the jobs I would pick. All right? So the first one, it's pretty much taking a job from somebody else. I want Jimmy Fallon's job, host of The Tonight Show. I want that gig. If I could have any job, like right now, you said any job you want, you can have it. I would pick that gig. Or it doesn't need to necessarily be the host of The Tonight Show, but any really great talk show, like a talk show host, but late night, because not like, something during the day that only like moms who stay home watch, but something that people watch, later at night kind of thing, and they're funny and it's kind of silly. But that's why I picked the Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show gig, because he does all this crazy shit on his show. Even when he had his previous show, he gets the best guests ever, and he plays these awesome games with these celebrities, and I want to do that. I want to do that. What an awesome job. He gets paid millions to play the lip syncing karaoke game with like Emma Stone, he played Channing Tatum or whoever it is, or Jennifer Lawrence. He gets the best celebrities, the most fun celebrities on his show, and he just plays games with them. He played face skitball with Bradley Cooper once, and I was like, I want to do that. Why not me? Why not me? That's just my ultimate dream job, to be a host of some sick ass late night show and just play ridiculous games that I made up with celebrities that I love. The fun celebrities, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, I said, Jennifer Lawrence, absolutely, Emma Stone, maybe, I don't know, there's a lot of celebrities I think are really funny and really cool and I would love to hang out with, and he gets just to play games with them. I would love to do that. Face skitball, he does, the lip syncing thing. I always crack up during that. He plays the game where are they telling a lie or a truth? Or they do charades or, anything. I want that gig. That is my ultimate dream job, to be able to do that. Like, you just interview celebrities, ask them funny questions, and then you play a game with them, and then you do, like, funny little skit things. Like, you get to be goofy on TV, and you get paid for it. Like, that's the best part. Like, I can be completely awkward and weird like I normally am and get paid millions for it. Like, I feel like a lot of the conversations that go on that show, the last stuff he does, I do that on a regular basis. If you live with me or you're at my apartment a lot, you're hanging out with me, I act like a goofball all the time. I'm always being silly. I'm always like the person, let me put on a weird costume and a hat and dance around for you. Like, just dance around, random dance party. And I just, like, hey, let's just make up a game. Let's just make up a game. That's how True American became. I play True American a lot. That's my kind of go-to party game. And I added new elements to it. If you have watched the show New Girl, I adapted that game and kind of made it my own. I incorporated beer guns and stuff into it. I made it my own. Like, I don't get paid, though, to do that. I get paid in friendship and laughs, which is great. But if it could actually pay the bills, like, I'm sure Jimmy Fallon never goes into work like, oh man, I gotta go to work today. He is psyched every night to go to work. He is excited to go to work every single fucking day. He has the best job. Like, what celebrity am I going to hang out with today? Oh, that guy? He's awesome. He's so funny. Robert Downey Jr., I get to hang out with him. Oh, what game should I play with him? That's the best job in the world. It's the best job. And he gets paid a shit ton to do it. I want to get that job. So if Jimmy Fallon ever retires, I want that gig. And maybe I have to get on SNL first. And I would totally be on SNL. That's another dream job of mine. Be on SNL. I'm not so good at improvising. I feel like I wouldn't be that great at it. But maybe a writer for SNL. I'm funny as shit. I think I'm funny as hell. I could do that. And then if that's the way I have to get into, hosting The Tonight Show or some other late night show and hanging out with celebs and becoming BFFs with them and playing fun games with them, I'll do it. I will do it. So that's my ultimate dream job. To be Jimmy Fallon. To have his career start on SNL in some way and then be host of The Tonight Show and do all these ridiculously fun things. I'm so jealous of Jimmy Fallon and his job. I'm so jealous and I want it. I want it. So that's my ultimate dream job. Another one, I didn't even know this was a thing, a CCO. It's the Chief Creative Officer. And this is the person who just they just sit around and come up with creative ideas for companies. Like they just are creative. That's their job. To be creative, think outside the box, come up with really awesome ideas and then implement them. For whether it's a TV station or just a company. Hugh Hefner is the CCO, I found out, of Playboy. He's just the creative director. He just gets to think up shit that's really cool and then just say, hey, I came up with this great idea, let's do it. Like, he's the ideas guy. And that's how I am. I'm an ideas person. And I would love to be able to put a lot of my awesome ideas into reality to make them happen. So I want to be a CCO. So you know what, Hugh Hefner? One day, can I be the CCO of Playboy? And if you're worried, we don't want a girl being the CCO of Playboy. Playboy's not going to be, like what it is now. Don't worry. It's still going to be Playboy. It's still going to be hot chicks, half naked. It might even be sexier with me doing it because I'm going to be like, no, that's not hot enough. Let's get it. Let's get a different pose here. I don't know. I would keep it, Playboy the way it is now. I would just change it up, come up with some new ideas. Maybe some better ones. I don't know. So yeah, Jimmy Fallon, CCO, Playboy would be a fun one. I just figure because that, Hugh Hefner is getting old, that maybe that spot will open up, in the, few years. So I kind of want to, if there's a way to, get on board for that to the career pathway to CCO Playboy, get me on it. Or CCO of any other fun company, like a fun company. All right. The other one, this is a more realistic, is event planner. I always thought it'd be fun to be an event planner, plan parties, or just any kind of event. It really doesn't matter. I just think that'd be fun. I love planning get-togethers. I love hosting parties. I love coming up with themes for parties. Coming up with themes for parties is probably one of my favorite things to do. Just what party should we have? And I love to come up with a theme, just any theme. I actually have a list of all these theme parties I want to do someday in my kitchen. And hopefully when I have a bigger place, I can actually do some of this stuff. You got the classics, your Gatsby party, SNL party where everyone dresses up like an SNL character, 7 Deadly Sins parties like those. There's so many themes you can do, and there's so many ways you could mix, the menu and the decorations, the games you play, what people wear. It gets fun. So event planner would definitely be, that's more realistic. That's not, like Jimmy Fallon or Hugh Hefner have their jobs. But it's doable, but it's definitely on my dream job list. Another one is, this one's it's also been taken. The owner of Grumpy Cat. The owner of Grumpy Cat is worth $100 million. I saw recently in an article. She's worth $100 million just by having a cat. This is the American dream, people. All you have to do is buy a weird looking animal, cat or dog or something, and you can become a millionaire. She never has to work another day in her life because she had a cat that looks weird. I don't really want a cat because I'm not a cat person, but why can't I just get a weird looking dog and then $100 million? Grumpy Cat, I'm sure, has the best life. Like, I would take care of that cat. If that was my cat and it was worth $100 million to me, oh my God, it would get the best food. I don't know what cats like. Cats they don't tend to want to interact with humans, so I don't know what particular a cat would want their life to be like. Pretty much just leave me alone. I would do that. I'm fine with that. But the owner of Grumpy Cat, I want that gig too. All you have to do is own your cat and just like keep it alive. And even when the day comes where it goes through all its 9 lives, you're still going to have $100 million, so you still don't have to work even after the cat's gone. That is probably the best setup in life. Buy a weird looking animal, $100 million. Boom. Done. All right. I know another one I put, this isn't really a job, but an heiress. I mean, like I said, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get a call from some lawyer that some obscure relative I didn't know I had is leaving me millions of dollars. That'd be fantastic. I would totally be okay with that. Let's do that. And then I could do whatever I want. Like, these heiresses, they just start their own companies. Like, I want to design purses now. I want to have my own clothing line. Like, you can do that shit. You can really make up your own job. You can become a CCO because you have enough money just to make yourself whatever you want to be. I could become Jimmy Fallon if I was just an heiress. I could just be like, I'm going to start my own Tonight Show kind of thing, my own late show. It's going to be awesome. Or I could just say, here, Jimmy Fallon, I want your job. Here's whatever $1 million to give me your job. I don't know. It's like I said, not going to happen, but this is dream big kind of video here. Another one is DJ. I don't know how to DJ. I plan on learning. I really want to learn how to be a DJ. How to at least, start small. And then it'd be awesome if I had enough time on my hands to become really good at DJing and, DJ at the club, like the hottest club, somewhere like in Vegas or, not like, some shitty city, but, in a major city, New York, Vegas, Miami, something, and be a sick ass female DJ getting the party going and everyone is just vibing off of what I'm putting out there. Hell yeah. That'd be such a fun job. You just get to party for, 4 or 5 hours, doing your thing. I would love to be a DJ. If I had that skill, that's the thing. I don't have the skill. That would be an awesome job to have. I don't think it's sustainable. There's a point where you really can't do it anymore, I feel like. But in my younger years, yeah, I want to be a female DJ. Some of those make David Guetta, like Diplo and all them, they make a shit ton of money. So, Martin Garrix is like 18. Like, are you kidding me? He's 18. And he's like this professional DJ. Everyone loves him. So that's another dream of mine. We can dream. We can dream. My last two are, more realistic as well. A travel blogger. Those people who they have their own TV show and they travel all these countries, all these places, and they blog about, places to eat, places to visit, the fun relics to look, I don't know, museums, all that stuff. They blog about these places they travel. They took amazing pictures. Sometimes they even have their own TV show where they kind of do a street tour of whatever city they're in or whatever country they're in. And they keep blogs, they take pictures. What an awesome job. You just get to travel and tell people about what it was like to travel. It's like keeping a travel diary and you get paid to do that. That'd be a really fun job. Really fun. And I really want to travel more. I want my passport to get a lot more countries, a lot more stamps on it. It's got a couple. It's got some really good ones, but definitely want more stamps on there. And if I was a travel blogger, I would definitely get to do that. Last one is art teacher, because I love doing arts and crafts. And I can't think of just anything better than just sitting with kids and doing arts and crafts with them. Like, hey, kids, here's some toilet paper rolls. We're going to tape them together and make swords, and then we're going to decorate them with sparkly glue and paper mache the shit out of them. I would love that. I mean, honestly, I'd probably get more into it, and the kids would be like, Miss Mandy, we need you to help us. I'd be like, I'm busy. I am paper macheing this right now. You need to walk away, kid. I'm here for me to do arts and crafts. I really don't, figure it out yourself. No, but that's terrible. But I would love to do that. Do arts and crafts for like a living. That'd be awesome. I mean, the kids part, they might get a little, they start throwing glue at each other or paint at each other. I don't want to deal with that, that uppity shit that kids can pull when they're in their younger years. But, yeah, I would love to do that. So just to go back of the jobs I want, number one job, if I could have any job in the world, Jimmy Fallon's gig on The Tonight Show, hanging out with celebrities, just having normal, goofy conversations with them, playing really sick, fun games with them. CCO of some sick company like Playboy. Like, I only picked Playboy because I saw that Hugh Hefner was a CCO, and I just figured that opening it's going to open up in the near future. That's why I picked Playboy specifically. But CCO of any company that is actually does creative things would be great. I would love that. Event planner, owner of Grumpy Cat, an heiress, a travel blogger, or an art teacher. These are my dream jobs. Some of them, I figure 3 of them or 4 of them are, we'll say 3 of them are plausible. The 4 could be plausible if I develop DJing skills overnight, like magically. But yeah, these are my dream jobs. And if we can get something close to some of them, that'd be great. But yeah, so those are my dream jobs. Those are the things I really wish could really be real, but probably not for at least a couple of them. But we can try. We can try for the reasonable ones, the plausible ones. We can try to make that happen. So let's do that. But those are my dream jobs, and that's what it is. Great. See you later.